This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Birch, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Nightwing News. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, in her Nightwing shirt there. Hey. So, yes, you know why we're here. Titan Season 2 finale. Plus, later on, we're going to be talking to Mr. Brian Edward Hill, who some of you may remember I've talked to before. He did some writing again on Season 2 of Titans. He's writing Batman and the Outsiders right now. He's writing the Angel comic right now. So, yes.
Oh, so he doesn't just write for TV. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, he writes comics. Yes, he's a man of many talent. Well, he's a writer, but he writes for many different genres.
Yeah. Well, they're not all the same, so.
Oh, I know.
You can say he's a man of many talents. If we say that, he'll be more likely to come back on our show.
Well, I think he must be glutton for punishment. I think this might be the third time I've talked to him.
Well, there is that.
All right, before we get him on, because he's on the West Coast, I think that's why he was like, "Oh, can you do it at this time?"
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, if he's probably in LA or Burbank or something like that. Yeah.
So what did you think of Titan Season 2 finale?
Well, I was kind of excited that Nightwing was earlier in the show, just because, I mean, it's not like we bet anything, but you said it was probably going to be at the end, and I was like, I think it'll be at the beginning, and I was finally right about something, so I was like, woohoo!
I was happy, but I don't know if that was just because, did it seem like they had a lot of stuff to, cram into that finale?
They had so much stuff to cram into that finale, so yes, yeah.
Him in the suit, him, defeating Deathstroke, and then they had to defeat Cadmus and get Gar and Superboy back. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually kind of surprised by how many things they managed to wrap up in the season finale, because I thought they might be leaving some stuff hanging. I can definitely see, I mean, it was fine by me because, which seems weird to like comics and not be that much into fight scenes, but it didn't super bother me. I mean, this thing with Deathstroke was actually pretty quick. I mean, it didn't really take that long, so I could see how people might be disappointed that it wasn't, longer in the episode.
Well, I just wonder if they're going to bring him back, because it's like Mr. Healing Factor got taken out by being stabbed with the sword.
Yeah, I mean, at least Rose stabbed him.
Yeah.
But that was one thing that is also, I think, emblematic of this show and it being grittier is, I mean, in the comics, they would never kill Deathstroke. I mean, defeating Deathstroke is, we foil his latest plan, and he's like, you meddling kids! And then he, goes home to meddle again.
Well, again, too, that's like, monthly comics. It's like, hey, he's a popular...
Right, you can't kill him, yeah. You
back, yeah. This is like
you invest all this time building somebody up, you can't be like, oh yeah, he's dead now.
These are like 12, 13 episode seasons a year, so it's like, okay, we'll move on to Blackfire next season.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm hoping that would be really exciting. I would dig that. Go to space. Although, here's the question: do you think they'll go to space to Tamarin, or do you think Blackfire is going to come to Earth?
Well, you didn't see that? I don't know if it was after the credits, but there was a scene.
No, I saw it, but isn't it? Well, I mean, I guess that was what she did to Fadi.
Maybe.
I forget. I didn't think that was her invading his body. That was her, like.
Yeah, I don't know, but
it isn't like her being. It's like the hologram of her or whatever.
I just don't know if they're not. The only reason I could see them not going to space is because maybe budget.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
But it's like yeah. Well, I mean, they film on location, or I think they do the filming in Toronto because it says Ontario at the end. But Tamarin is a warm place, so just go to a tropical place and film. So just not Canada.
I guess, yeah. But again, you'd have to, travel budget, and I don't
Well,
know.
right, yeah, that's the thing, yeah. Because I mean, I assume that they film in Canada. I mean, a lot of stuff's filmed in Canada because the Canadian dollar is weaker than the U.S. dollar, and maybe they have stuff set up there. But like, there are a lot of tropical places where the dollar is even weaker than the Canadian dollar.
Yeah, and a lot of the like Berlanti stuff, like Flash and Arrow and all that, films up there too. So.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Is it all this? Is it the same dude?
I think so. Yeah.
Because isn't he the one that's like, move your head or whatever at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, all right. So yeah, maybe they are all sharing. I mean, it would make sense that they would share a crew. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I saw that, and so I would figure, yeah, maybe. But it's like it feels like she has to go to Tamarin at some point to.
Yeah. But it's like, are we going to see it?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So all right. Well. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I like the episode, but just again, there was so much in it. I don't know if they were just rushing. Like, Dick should have defeated Deathstroke the episode prior, and then last episode should have been Cadmus or vice versa.
Yeah.
I think both of those deserve their own episode defeat, but.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess it was good that he was kicking Deathstroke's butt, but I mean, he didn't defeat him by himself. I mean, he wouldn't have won if Rose didn't pop up. So I guess teamwork. Well, and now, I mean, I think the other thing that's been set up, presumably, is next season we have to get Joey a body. I mean, I assume the permanent solution isn't just that Rose and Joey coexist or Jericho, excuse me, isn't that Jericho and Rose coexist in Rose's body for the rest of their lives. I mean, that'd be weird.
But then it's like, how do you do that? It's like, can he jump into a dead body? I mean, otherwise,
oh yeah,
are you taking over?
Well, hey, that's why it's comic book science.
Mm-hmm.
So I figure that's something that will happen. I kind of liked. I mean, I know I saw some reviews online that just IMDb people were like, that was so cheesy, but I like cheesy stuff. So I thought it was kind of cool when, I don't know, Raven did her thing so Dick could go into Connor's head.
Yeah.
People were like, that was so cheesy when they were punching the wall or whatever. And I was like, all right, I get it. It was kind of cheesy, but.
Well, it's going to be a big
metaphor.
It's going to be a big Dick episode just by the title.
Right, yeah. No, I think they just thought that it was like cheesy, that it was like find the light and he was punching the wall or whatever. I was like, yeah, but it's the symbolism and stuff. I thought it was good. I liked it.
But can I say I was right at the end there when the ladies were talking to Bruce and he's like, what diner? I was never at a diner.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure Raven did it, don't you think?
I think that's the prevailing theory it was Rachel somehow.
Mm-hmm. Well, because she wanted to get the band back together.
And her magic powers could, affect all, the GPSs and whatever else brought everybody there.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because,
yeah, I was kind of surprised when Bruce showed up, but I guess she just conjured up a fake. Either that, or is Bruce messing with them and being like, I was never there.
Yeah, but why? Why would he? Why?
I don't know, because he's Batman.
I guess, yeah. But now everyone.
I mean, it makes way more sense based on the stuff that sent them there that it would be someone like Raven who has supernatural powers. I mean, because Bruce has a lot of things, but he doesn't have supernatural powers.
True.
And I'm pretty sure that even money can't buy you supernatural powers.
If it could, Batman would have powers.
Yep. So yeah, that was, yes. And I mean, I should say this show's too gritty for it, but I was like, I thought for a second there that Bruce and Dick were gonna have a hug, and I was like, and then they didn't. I was like, ah.
All right, and big spoiler. I mean, I'm not totally convinced that Donna's actually dead. Maybe maybe she.
No, she's gonna. I mean, if she's dead, they're gonna bring her back.
Yeah, but I'm just like, why did she have to die in the first place? It's like.
I know that did feel kind of sad.
It's like, okay, thing's fallen. Connor, what are you doing? Hello? Can you catch that thing for us?
Right, yeah, because it wouldn't have affected him at all. Yeah, I don't know. It just, I mean, maybe they have something big planned that this is what they need to do, but it felt kind of it felt kind of unneeded. That like we didn't need. I mean, we already had so much going on. We didn't also need someone to die to make the episode meaningful.
And it just seemed weird because it's like, okay, if no one wants to catch that tower, how about someone, Dick or someone just grabbing Dove and pushing her out of the way?
Right. Well, or like once she grabbed the tower, everyone was out of the way. She could have just dropped it.
That's true.
I mean, I guess unless it was like if I drop it on there, the electricity will get everybody.
Oh, maybe. I can't remember. Was the ground wet or anything?
Well, I don't know. But I mean, electricity needs something to like get to the ground. It needs to be grounded. And that's what her body was being. But also, the electricity would be grounded if it was on the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yes, I was happy that they, Dick showed up in costume. It was what, like maybe 10 minutes in or something, if that.
Yeah, it was real quick. It was really quick. Yeah, maybe not even that. But the only thing was they never said Nightwing.
Nope.
So it's like nobody knows what his name is.
All we needed was like 2 seconds. Someone saying, "Oh, well, what do we call you now?"
Yeah, which I thought was interesting. So I mean, it'd be interesting if someone asks him that in the show, or if it's just like somehow they all know by osmosis that his name is Nightwing now.
Unless it happens off screen, or I just wonder if maybe he doesn't have a name, and we're gonna look in an episode next season where he decides on picking a name. I don't know.
I don't know. It feels like since the episode was named Nightwing, he has this name. And I think what's going to happen is everyone just will somehow know his name is Nightwing, and we won't.
And the other weird thing is, like, after when they, beat Cadmus and Mercy at the end, like, people, like, start clapping. I'm like, okay, I get where you're going, but it's like, wouldn't they be like, well, isn't Connor the guy who's, like, trashing cops, and he was just trashing this fair, and wasn't that Green Tiger just trying to eat people, just eating people?
Well, people have short memories, so they might not have. They might not have remembered that Connor was the one who caused that other problem. And I presume that people would have. I assume they were clapping because they could figure out, like, oh, something was wrong with these people, and now they're not so messed up anymore.
I guess it's like, oh, you're not trying to kill us now. Thank you.
Well, I mean, I guess if people were trying to kill me and then they weren't, I'd be inclined to express my gratitude and be like, yay, thanks so much.
Thank you.
In the hopes they didn't change their mind again.
True.
Yeah. Well, then what do you think is going to happen with Jason?
Oh, Lord.
Came by and he was on his motorcycle and they were like, hey, and then he rode off.
Yeah, I just wonder if, like, maybe they're going to subvert expectations and just skip his death and, like, he'll show up, in season 3. It's like, oh, who's that mysterious Red Hood character?
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe he'll come back as Robin to help. Yeah, I mean, I guess we don't know. I mean, was everybody who was in it, are they considered a series regular or not? That's what I don't know. Because a lot of them were clearly guest stars.
I thought Jason was supposed to be. I thought he was a season regular this year. I don't know. Most of them weren't. Well, I was going to say not every episode, but I mean, most of the episodes, I think we saw a good bit of most of them.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure Hawk and Dove were not in every episode, but.
Yeah. Well, we had the flashbacks.
Right, yeah, because Rachel and Gar weren't in some of the episodes.
Yeah.
Flashbacks, but I mean, they're definitely series regulars. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Gar really didn't. I mean, until like the end there when he gets like brainwashed, he really didn't get a lot this season.
Right, and like Connor clearly was not a series regular. He was only in a few episodes. But, like, is he being promoted to series regular next time?
Maybe. Yeah, because he really didn't even show up till like halfway through the season, I don't think.
Yeah, and then he wasn't in the flashback episodes, and then was. So anyway, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Well, and I don't know if there's actually kind of a lot of them. If maybe there's going to be multiple storylines, like one is Raven one is Rachel with Donna on Themyscira, and they're gonna figure out how to bring Donna back to life, and then they'll come back. And if one thread is getting Jericho a body, and one thread is dealing with Blackfire, I think those are most of the threads.
Yeah.
I mean, probably another thread that will be a sub thread is what's up with Hank and Dawn. I was like, I think they broke up at the end, but there's still going to be Hawk and Dove. So who knows?
Yeah, that is what it looks like, that they're gonna get back together. So, well, I don't know about get back together, but they're gonna be Hawk and Dove.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting. There'll be so many things.
Yeah, I just want to know if they're gonna deal with the whole thing. It's like, yeah, Gar killed a bunch of people again. Well, innocent people this time.
Yes, because he was under chemist. I feel like that's probably going to be brushed under the rug. Because, like, Dick, busted out of jail. I mean, Bruce never said anything. Bruce would never like, I fix it for you, blah, blah, blah. It just feels like it's one of those things that we can just assume has been taken care of and will never be talked about again. Until it becomes a convenient plot device.
Oh, no. Looks like we might not get Brian today.
What?
Looks like we might not get Brian today.
Oh, okay.
I'll ask if we can do another day. Oh, maybe when we do our last episode of the year, when we talk the comics.
Yeah. What episode is this week? Is this month 66, 67?
Was it
60 something, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 67 maybe. I was gonna say the easiest way, maybe I'll just go in and what was our last episode? Last time we talked 66 last time, so yeah, 67 should be coming out soon.
Cool.
I don't think it's this week. I think it's the week after this one coming up, maybe.
Yeah, probably like the 18th or something.
I think.
Yeah. It's usually a little bit later in the month, so yeah, that one makes sense.
Again, Nightwing news. Let me check. I remember looking before. Now I forget. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 18th. How do they have a select on this website and not a date?
Fair enough. Sounds good.
So yeah, so anything else about this episode that you liked or didn't like? Or
I mean, I was sad that Donna died. I mean, honestly, I was sad that anyone died. I was extra sad that it was Donna.
I just wonder if that blonde girl or woman who was talking to Dick at the end when they were loading Donna's body on the plane was like the second Wonder Girl, maybe.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
So are they going to if they bring Donna back, is she going to be what, Troya, and we're going to have a new Wonder Girl, maybe?
Yeah, would be. But are this new Wonder Girl going to be on the Titans? I mean, how many Titans is too many Titans?
Oh yeah, or I wonder if Jason going to like start his own team or something.
I feel like there would be budget restrictions on that. How many actors can you really afford to pay?
Well, they wouldn't be there every time, but
Right, yeah, but
you need a big fight scene, you bring in these extra people.
Yeah.
Yes, December 18th, Nightwing 67, so.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
So, yes.
Did you have any last thoughts? Anything that for you about the episode?
I don't think but again, I just wonder if we're going to be dealing with some of this stuff. Like, remember, Dick has a prison record now.
Right, I know.
I mean, again, they should just a quick thing at the end of the episode that Bruce be like, "God, don't worry, I wiped your record or whatever."
Oracle did it.
Record.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they'll just never deal with it.
Yeah,
All right.
I think that's it. I mean, for as much as they packed in there, I mean, it wasn't like it's like, okay, let's knock down some of this stuff. Dick's in the suit, bam. Deathstroke, bam, we defeated him. Okay, let's get the Cadmus, bam.
Yep, everyone's mentally sound. Crap, someone died. Now we're sad.
It's just really weird because like I think some of season 1 had this too. It just seems like, they go to slow pace. Season finale, let's get all this done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, although sometimes I feel like that can unfortunately be the nature of these shows, because I felt a little bit like that with Young Justice. And I mean, Young Justice is really good and there's barely anything to complain about, but there was so much building up and like little things and we did this, but then when they had like the big showdown in the final episode, it was like bam, bam, done. Because I mean, when your showdown is basically we're beating people up and showing it, like it doesn't take that long, Yeah. It's like unraveling the plot, and then when it's kind of the final moment to be like, haha, we foiled your final plot, and then it's just like, I don't know, sometimes it can almost feel anticlimactic with this kind of stuff because you've got so much picking at the little pieces and stuff, but then it's just because it was what they were gonna in Young Justice, what weren't they gonna like assassinate somebody or whatever, and they just bam and we're like, ha, assassination attempt thwarted.
Again, I just wish they would have given Deathstroke his own episode and Cadmus their own episode, or just do that. Defeat Deathstroke, then like if you want to do a cliffhanger, it's Connor and Gar coming at them at the end of the episode.
Well, I don't know. That would have been.
I guess maybe trying to wrap.
That would have been a pretty intense cliffhanger.
Yeah, well, I guess they wanted.
I don't know if I could have handled that.
I guess they wanted to wrap up both of those because again we do have Blackfire come in, which they introduced a lot of stuff this season.
They did. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of threads. There's a lot of threads going on. So, yeah.
All right.
So Brian said he can't today.
Well, he had something else, and then I have something else. So it's like, yeah, just the scheduling. So, like I said, maybe next, we got like 2 weeks. Oh, well, not quite 2 weeks. Maybe next episode we'll get him on.
Sounds good.
Or I think he's a Nightwing fan, or maybe, if he can't do that, maybe we'll try to get him on one of our 80 Years of Grayson episodes.
There you go. Maybe. Yeah, what'd you say he's writing? Oh, Outsiders right now.
The Outsiders, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Yeah, he wrote a Detective Comics run. Was it last year, maybe? It was kind of like a prequel to the Outsiders series.
Okay. Nice. Sounds good. Well, anytime. All right, yeah, I should let you go to your other podcasting duties. You're a busy man.
Yeah, I got one more. All right, everyone. Again, we'll be back again towards the end of the month with our review of Nightwing 67. If we can get Brian back on here. Oh, it was a small appearance, but he was Nightwing was in Batman Universe 6 that came out this week, so maybe we'll hit that up too.
Oh, that came out this week. Okay.
Yeah, it was the wrap up of the story. So
I was gonna say, yeah, he should have been in it. It feels wrapping up that event where he was, like with Bruce in space.
Yeah, he was there. All right.
Haven't read it yet. Awesome.
So so send your questions for Brian. Hopefully we can get Mr. Brian Edward Hill in here. Your thoughts on Nightwing 67, Titans, any of it. Email capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to find Nightwing news and all of our shows, all the social media at Linktree. That's linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors and our products. Hunt a Killer, Tweaked Audio. Check the show notes. There'll be a link for Amazon for when you shop. Won't affect you at all, but it'll give a few coins to Southgate Media Group because it costs to put these episodes up. And remember to buy in digital and print Pod Life the book. I'm in there. A bunch of other people were in there. So please buy that. You can find that right on Amazon. And because she won't open her mouth, also while you're on there, buy Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. created almost 5 years ago for Dick Grayson's 75th anniversary as we plunge headlong into his 80th anniversary. So do some background reading.
Once you get up in those big numbers, it's like every 5 years is exciting. 75, 80.
That's right. He's still here.
Yeah. It is easier to last that long when you're a fictional character. Go figure.
Oh, yeah. He's only, 80 years. He's only in his 20s.
I know, yeah.
All right. Again, I'd ask if you have anything, but you never have anything. That's why I have to promote your book. But it is a good book. Check it out, people. Especially if you're a fan of Dick Grayson. Again, Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. See, I made sure I have it always sit by the computer now, so I can hold up the camera. It was on the shelf before. I was like, but yes, see, 2 books. Give your loved one the gift of reading. Make them smarter. All right, so yes, join us next time for some comics, hopefully a special guest, and our last episode before our weekly Dick Grayson 80th anniversary special next year. All right, Graysons, remember, keep flying.